Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, player haters of all ages, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be doing something that we haven't done before. Just like last time, we did a predictions video, which was the first time ever. Today, we're doing a review slash recap of WWE's Women's Evolution. It's not called Women's Evolution anymore. Was that just the first time? But this was gonna be a quicker video. Thank you guys for coming out for the last video for the Saturday Night's Main Event predictions. That was super cool of you guys to come out, support, all that good stuff, all the feedback, all the love, everything was greatly taken. So with that being said, I'm Torvik, that's Pierre, you're you. And the first match was we have Lyra on the left. I guess this is my left. We're all mirrored here. Becky Lynch, the man, as a champ, and then our girl Bailey, man. The Bay Area stand up. Yeah, yada yada I mean, all that good stuff. But Bailey, Becky, 2 out of 4 horsewomen. According to Charlotte, there's no more horsewomen, so but that's neither here nor there. Listen, man, I might rant, I might ramble, but we're gonna try to make this quick as possible. I was thinking Lyra was gonna win this initially. I did do a predictions video. I didn't like the way it came out, so I was like, no, we're just gonna do a reaction. It kind of fits with what's going on the channel, anyways. But I thought Lyra was gonna win. But if you have a few moments to check out how, so Bailey was pinning Lyra, and then Becky comes out of nowhere and does like this super sick like transition, like from Bailey. Bailey was pinning. I'm all like this. So Bailey was pinning Lyra, and then Becky comes over and like rolls Bailey over and like just like, dude, it was so sick. You gotta watch it. Becky wins. Makes sense. You want SummerSlam. Well, with SummerSlam coming up, you want the big stars, right? It is what it is. Becky is the biggest star out of the three, as much as I love Bailey. I don't know what we do. Maybe we do, I don't know, Becky versus like Lash Legend, or like Becky versus somebody from the for like the Battle Royal, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But Becky wins. Becky Hogan wins. She's not Becky Hogan, brother. Don't let anybody tell you that she is. With that being said, we got Jordynne Grace, JC Jane from Fatal Attraction, our girl Fallon Henley. Whew. Girl Fallon was there. Blake Monroe, aka Mariah May, was out there in Jordynne Grace's corner. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't watch NXT, that's perfectly fine. But just know there's other people involved in this match. JC ends up winning, which is the champ. She retains. Jordynne gets screwed over by like her best friend. So there's that. Yeah, I mean that's really it. And now we get to this is where like the fun started happening. The first 2 matches were kind of serious and like very like, okay, story driven. This one was, and I'll move my camera here in a second. So up top you have Zarya with the red hair, Sol Ruka, her partner. Right behind my camera here you have Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors. You have Alexa Bliss, Little Miss Bliss, 5 Feet of Fury, the Princess, the Goddess, everything, and Charlotte versus I like Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez. I thought that Charlotte and Alexa were going to win. I also thought the Kabuki Warriors might win. Again, the Kabuki Warriors are these 2 fine ladies right here. But after some, shenanigans and whatnot, actually there weren't even like outside interference shenanigans. It was just a lot of confusion in the ring. Nobody knew who was like legal, like who was a legal participant. And then Raquel powerbombed. Was it Sol Ruka? She powerbombed Sol, right? And just like powerbombed the bejesus out of her. And 1, 2, 3, Raquel and Roxanne retain. I guess that's the storyline. I guess that's what you got to do until Liv comes back. Once Liv comes back, that's when you can kind of start making them lose the titles. But for right now, it was what it was. So I'm not mad at it. And then Charlotte got the biggest pop of the night, almost. I want to say Charlotte got the biggest pop of the night. And for those of you who don't know what the pop of the night is, that means like the crowd reacted the loudest to her. And that's the pop of the night. I would say up there with anybody else. But then we had, speaking of pops, we had Tiffy Time, which is our champ in pink over here, versus Trish Stratus, your first crush, Trish Stratus. And this was a good match. Trish she still has it, man. She might be, getting up there at age like we all are, but she still has it, man. She didn't really botch anything. Everything was good. There was one little thing that I want to call out. And again, this is just me nitpicking because we're going to do that on the channel. We're going to be like, okay, well, that was cool, but Tiffy went for like, I don't even know what she was going for. Ultimately, like the final sequence was Trish knocked down Tiff. Trish went to the top rope to do a moonsault. I guess in honor of Lita. I guess I don't know. Tiffany got the knees up. Went for like some sort of like Canadian destroyer or something like that. But then it was like, oh, I should probably not do that. And then picked up Trish, did an Alabama slam. I don't know why she would try to do something else. Alabama slam Trish. I think there was like a chick kick in there too from Tiffy, which is pretty badass. Tiffany did the PME. I landed kind of awkwardly on Trish. Like she landed on Trish like up here. Like, can you guys see that? Like up here. Versus when you do a moonsault, you want to land like down here. Tiffy landed like up here like this. So the ref checked on Trish. Trish was good. 1, 2, 3. Tiff remains as our champion, as she should. But again, nothing too bad. This is a good match. Trish still has it. They made it kind of seem like, oh, is this her last match? Is this her last match? Is it going to be her last match? If this is her last match, Trish, thank you for everything, for everything. If it's not your last match, hey, you can still come back on Monday, the Monday Night Raw. You can come back whenever you want. It's your ring. So then we had this match. Nothing wrong with this match. I'm not into the storyline, bro. There, I said it. I'm not into the storyline. Jade's fine. Jade has come a long way. Jade really has come a long way. They're so putting her into like, again, it's my little nitpick again, is they put her in it's just a no holds barred match with special guest referee Bianca Belair, and we got Naomi right here. Who's missed Money in the Bank, by the way. Match was fine. I think it was cool. The ending was Jade hit Naomi with Jade's finishing move, like, which is like a little power slam thing. What's it called? Jaded? It's called Jaded, right? It was off the top rope onto a table. Pinned her 1, 2, 3, boom, easy. There was nothing else that really happened after that. Bianca just raised the hand. There were some cool spots here and there, but nothing crazy. Jade wins, and that's that. Oh, again, and this is the best. This was on their website. This is the graphic for this match, by the way. Battle Royal, 20 women. No surprises, by the way. Like, no, like, Paige didn't show up. AJ Lee did not show up, which is kind of cool, but also kind of like, ah, man, come on, you know. It was fun. Nia Jax kind of dominated. Chelsea Green was the MVP as always. There were some cool spots with Nikki dancing with like Lola Vice and Chelsea doing the dance too. And at the end of the day, my girl Stephanie Vaquer. Why is it so hard for people to say Vaquer? It's Vaquer. But you know, Vaquer. Stephanie wins. Stephanie McMahon comes out. So Stephanie is talking to Stephanie. You know, nice little promo here. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Nothing that was like super crazy. Lash Legend was... So it was Stephanie and Lash Legend at the very end. You know who Lash Legend is? She's in NXT. NXT really showed out in this one, which is really good because it's the whole thing about, you know, current and future, right? For the women. NXT did their thing. Tatum Paxley got eliminated pretty early on, which I was kind of sad. And then no Thea Hale. Man, come on. No Thea Hale. No Ariana Grace. Ariana Grace wasn't there. Like, I don't know. Stephanie wins. She goes on to Clash of Paris to challenge for one of the women's titles. Obviously, we know Tiffy is a champ, but wait till we get to the main event, boys, which is actually right here. Io Sky versus Rhea Bloody Ripley. This was, bro. This match was probably, goodness gracious, man. This was one of the better matches I think we've had in a long time. I would say it's up there with that triple threat for WrestleMania earlier this year. They were doing their thing, man. Everything was so good. Everything was so good. They're going back and forth, man. Io did this, like, they knocked out the referee. It always happens, right? The referee always gets knocked out. They end up fighting into the crowd. They end up going into the crowd. Io ends up climbing like 30 feet, apparently, onto like some production truck, like cabinets, production chest, production things. I don't know. It's where it's like where they would store like the cables for stuff, for like the lighting. They would put them in these crates or whatever. And she does a cross body off the top onto the floor on Rhea, and that thing was like, dude, is everybody okay? That thing was nasty. And they get back in the ring. Rhea's gonna go for like a super duper, a super duper finisher move here, the Riptide, and then Io does like a Spanish fly off the top rope. It's dude, this match was just like, if you have, I think it was like 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes, watch this thing. But then after the Spanish fly off the top rope, both gals are down. You're like, okay, who's gonna get up first? Naomi comes out. And Naomi comes out with her Money in the Bank briefcase, turns it in, she turned it in, right? Did she not turn it in? Because the next thing I know, because you have to turn it in to like redeem it, like to the ref or the timekeeper or somebody, you have to turn it in, right? I don't know if she did that, because then she turns around and just like smacks Io in the head with it, and then throws it away again. I guess that's how she redeemed it. I don't know. Gets Rhea, because Rhea's still like, what's going on? Like after that Spanish fly off the top rope, throws Rhea out of the ring, like through the ring post, Rhea to the ring post, just like throws her out there, shoulder first, boom, she's out. Io's like still like, knocked out from the briefcase shot. Naomi does her split-legged moonsault, whatever it's called, Starship Pain, whatever you want to call it. Gets a 1-2-3 on Io, and is the new women's champion. I don't want to rant or ramble too much on that. This was match of the night, I would say. Was Rhea versus Io, man. They went crazy on each other. I think this is like the match to watch. I think if you have like 20 minutes, whatever it was, to watch one match out of this whole entire 3-hour thing, it's these two. Then at the very end, Naomi finally walked away with the title. Rhea and Io just like, dude, it was like so good. They were like, yeah, damn, dude, they were like, that sucked. But man, do I respect you? No, I respect you. No, I respect you too. No, I respect you. It was one of those. I was thinking, and then they like held each other and like walked back to like the entrance ramp, to like stage. I thought Rhea was gonna be like, psych, and like throw Io into like the stage area or something, or vice versa. Nothing happened. Rhea and Io remain baby faces, which is, I mean, fine by me. But I was like, bro, there has to be like another swerve or something. Oh, and the show ends, and man, overall, this was solid matches, man. Like I said, I was just nitpicking to nitpick, just because, why not? But it was good. This is potentially match of the year so far. Prove me wrong, man. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about WWE's Women's Evolution 2025. Do we need another one tomorrow? Do we need another one next year? Triple H in the press conference said, he's like, I don't know if we're gonna do it every year again, or I don't know if we're gonna do it how often, because blah 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 blah. So like, all right, well, but this was dude, this was badass. So the women came up, they showed up and they showed out. The battle royal was good too. I mean, this, if you have a few hours to just, overall, if you have a few hours to just burn, watch it. If you only have like 20 minutes, again, this is the match to watch. And that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it for my recap thing. I know I ranted, I raved, I nitpicked, I did everything, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, again, follow the channel if you haven't already, subscribe, leave a comment, like, whatever else I got to, it's 2025, guys. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do. Bye.